Okay, so let's take a look at 13.20, where we're going to look at the diagonal rule to determine if reactions are spontaneous. Again, you can always calculate the voltage, and if it's positive, the reaction will be spontaneous, but this should save you a lot of time on tests and exams. So the first thing that we do is we locate the two reactants in the table of standard reduction potential. So I pasted the table over here on our right. And keep in mind that one species is going to be reduced and the other is going to be oxidized. So here you can actually see that hydrogen is being oxidized and chlorine is being reduced. So keep in mind one species is going to appear on the left and the other is going to appear on the right, although they're both reactants in this equation, because if we have a redox reaction, we have an oxidation and a reduction. So as expected, we see chlorine on the left here and hydrogen down at 0 volts. And the rule is, as you go from the species that's being reduced, as you go from the oxidizing agent from left to right, if it's a downward and to the right relationship, the reaction is spontaneous. So this would be a spontaneous reaction because as we trace from the species that's being reduced to the species that's being oxidized, that's down and to the right, the reaction is spontaneous, and there really isn't anything more to the diagonal rule than that. And maybe you can see why if you flip around this voltage, although it's 0, you're going to add it to 1.36 and you'll have a positive voltage, and that relationship is going to hold for any relationship where you go downward and to the right. On the other hand, let's take a look at F, which is actually a non-spontaneous relationship. I'm only going to do 2 here because you can hopefully get the general idea. We have Mg2 plus and F minus. So again, we locate them on the table. Mg2 plus, the species that's being reduced, is down here, and F minus is way at the top right. And this is as we go from the species that's being reduced to the species that's being oxidized and upward into the right relationship. This is non-spontaneous. And that's really all the diagonal rule states. If you do get into a situation where you're going straight up or straight down, that's not a reaction that can happen because, again, you need to have something that is oxidized and reduced. So, for example, gold 3 plus could not react with Cl2 because you would have 2 reductions. Good luck with the diagonal rule and hope you can master it. Bye-bye.